Thank you, Steph. It is 7 minutes to 8. Now, for decades, electricity pylons have towered over our countryside, functional, but not necessarily nice to look at.
They've been built the same way for decades, but that is about to change with the winner of a competition to design the pylon of the future, and it's due to be unveiled today. Yes. In fact, in just a few moments' time, because Tim Muffet is the National Grid Training Centre in Nottinghamshire and can tell us what the future will look like, as it were.
Indeed, yes. Good morning to you. Functional, as you say, but they're not the most beautiful of structures, are they? UK pylons, well, they carry electricity right across our countryside, and a competition has been run for the last 5 months or so to try and find the pylon of the future, to try and help us fall in love with these often striking structures. An obtrusive blot on the landscape, or a striking, strangely beautiful reminder of our vast energy requirements? Whatever your view on pylons, there are 88,000 across the UK, and without them, the country would grind to a halt. The design of an electric pylon has changed little since the 1920s when they were first constructed. Typically, they're around 50 metres high, and crucially, they have a steel lattice design. That means the wind can blow through them, and yet they're still strong enough to support the weight and the tension of electric cables. But a redesign is imminent. A competition to come up with the next generation of pylons has attracted entrants from across the world. It's been organised by the Royal Institute of British Architects, the National Grid and the Department of Energy and Climate Change.
The idea was to try and take account of all of the developments that have gone on since the 1920s, when the pylon was last designed, and see whether we could produce something which actually was more attractive, less obtrusive in the landscape, easier to live with, easier on the eye.
Many wonder why electric cables can't be laid underground, out of sight. Well, sometimes they are, but it's around 10 times more expensive. And if there's a fault, repairs are more difficult. In fact, ease of access is one of the reasons the pylon has changed little over 80 years, even if health and safety has come on a bit, as I discovered.
Got a full body harness on.
It's Ian Robinson's job to ensure today's engineers can rectify problems as quickly as possible. What are the key things you'll be looking for from this new design?
I want it to be mechanically sound. I want it to be electrically sound. It's got to be able to perform its job. I want it to last for another 60 to 80 years.
And you want to be able to climb up it easily, and that's what you do now. That's what makes this design such a successful one.
It is. It's a climbable, workable tower, yes.
Whilst many will always find pylons an eyesore, Flash Bristow is probably their biggest fan.
They're an elegant engineering solution. I suppose the existing pylons I appreciate because they're a lattice design. So when you look at the pylon, what you see a lot of it is actually the background coming through. So it doesn't stand out on the landscape nearly as much as it would if it was a solid shape, for example.
So the big question, what will the next generation of pylons look like? And, well, the moment has come. This is the answer. The winner is this, the T-pylon, designed by a Danish team of architects, and I'm delighted to say they are with us now. From Bystrup Architecture, Eric, congratulations. What was it about this design which you think convinced the judges to make it the winner?
Thank you very much. Well, we have been working with this for quite a number of years, and designing a pylon is not just something you just do to make a nice form. It is a very, very complicated thing, and we have been working on this hard to make a pylon that is the best possible. And it was also picked by a very, very qualified jury, so we agree with them that this is the best.
Okay, Rasmus, it's smaller, isn't it, than the pylon we see behind us? Is that one of the main reasons, you think, because it's less obtrusive?
I really think so, yes. Obviously, this is a very efficient design, but it dates back as far as the 1920s, and in Denmark they refer to as these grumpy old men. And our new design is like a more positive shape that carries this new renewable energy.
Sure. And when do you think we'll actually see these in the UK?
Well, hopefully in the next couple of years. We think that this is time for the T-pylon.
OK. Well, congratulations. We'll chat to you again a little bit later. But there you see it. The T-Pylon, the winner of this competition. National Grid say they are very confident that they will be developing them. There's no actual guarantee. This competition isn't legally binding or anything like that. But they do say we should see these in the next 3 years or so. So the views on our countryside could be about to change.
I love the Scandi minimalist design. Thanks very much indeed, Tim. Let us know what you think. Time now, though, to get the news where you are. See you in a moment.